Mr. Bat. I probably could have gone up there and killed him. Okay. That always gets me a little bit. Yeah, I think that was supposed to also, like, trip you up, but usually it doesn't. Can't say about this, though. Okay, good. I basically know where I'm going because I played the Crash games a lot when I was a kid. So, I'm not terribly confused of where things are, and it's not really like active memory, it's more like muscle memory because I played it a lot. It's kind of like how I did with the Reignited Trilogy. Before that came out, I replayed through the actual original PS1 trilogy, and I was able to go no problem with the Reignited Trilogy because I remember where everything was because I played... well, okay. Because I played the original PS1 game. Oh, hey, look! I can do that entire thing without worrying. Hey, Cortex. Thanks for the key. Now, the keys. I don't know. I can't remember if I talked about them or not before. The keys unlock 2 special stages. They're completely optional. They're stages you do not have to do unless you want 100% completion. I'm not going for 100%, but I'm going to do at least one of the stages because the other stage I think is a nighttime stage, and I don't like the nighttime stages in Crash 1. Crash 2, they're fine, and I think there's only literally one in Crash 3 because I think even Naughty Dog was like, yeah, these aren't very fun. But let's do it in this Egyptian level, because it kind of fits. Alright. But it unlocks a nighttime level, I think. The only other nighttime level, because technically if you don't do it, then there's only one nighttime level in Crash 1 as well. Because you're inside the castle that for some reason doesn't have any lights. Because Cortex can't be bothered to pay the power bill. Okay. Oh god. Do you come all the way over here? You apparently don't even go the other way. Okay. Why you gotta take away my Aki mask? Ah, I've reached the maximum. I have reached 100 lives. Even with my stupid deaths. In all honesty, I haven't died that much compared to probably dying a lot in the original version of Crash 1 on the PS1. You're gonna hear that a lot while I play this. The original Crash 1, hell, in some instances, the original Crash 2 and the original Crash 3 are much harder than the Sane Trilogy versions. Like, the PS4 version got the reputation of Crash being the Dark Souls of platformers, when that's not the case. Because Dark Souls 1 is not nearly as old. 2, this is going based off difficulty and level design from the mid-90s, when 3D was a new thing. And we're gonna fight Koala Kong now. So, I would never agree that this is a Dark Souls platformer, like Dark Souls level of platforming. It's not. If you know what you're doing, it's not that hard. If you don't know what you're doing, it's a little bit more difficult. But that's about it. It's just a little bit more difficult. feel like it's really easy to dodge Koala Kong with his big brute force and throwing these rocks. Quit flexing your pecs. I mean, I would have no way of defeating you if you didn't keep throwing that at me. I don't know why I can't, like, spin the other rocks, but I can spin those. Come on, Koala Kong. Alright, you gotta be hard. Like, your pecs are for nothing. Your pecs are for nothing. You softy. I legitimately think Koala Kong is the easiest boss of the game once you get down his pattern. And you don't even have that much to get down. Case in point, I died in Ripperoo and I died on Papu Papu. No, I don't think I died on Papu Papu, but I died in Ripperoo. So Papu Papu and Koala Kong, I think, are the two easier bosses, where Koala Kong, I think, is easier even than Papu Papu, even though all you did with Papu Papu is wait for him to swing around and jump on him. Okay, I'm going to show off one of the locked off levels for Whole Hog. It's a crash level, where you ride on his piggy. And he does weird things to him because look at that. Look at that. Like, it's the animation's much more suggestive, which I understand why they changed it to make it less suggestive, because it became a joke. Damn it. It became a joke amongst, like, YouTubers and the internet in general that Crash did more than just ride this hog. If you know what I means. Okay, this is the part that I have the problem with on this particular level, because you have to time it. You have to time and hit X on top of the barrel jump. Barrel jump, the bongo jump, I guess. In order to actually traverse, like, long long gaps. Yeah, again, this is what happens when I try to concentrate while talking. I got past that part, though. Ah. Plus, you gotta predict where they're gonna move, because the guys with the shields, you want to be on the opposite end of where they're moving. Luckily, the hitbox for the hog is kind of big, so you don't have to worry about missing boxes unless you intentionally do it. Aha! That wasn't bad for a bonus level. That was considered pretty difficult. Like, I guess they put it this way because maybe originally the level design Naughty Dog didn't know where to put it, so they decided to make it, okay, we're gonna lock it behind a key. You get the key, you get a level. The level's nice, but now we have a gym for it. Now we go to Heavy Machinery, and we're on the final island. Island 3. This game is not very long. It is not long at all. It's taking me probably less than 2 hours to get this far. To get over, like, close to, or if over halfway. I didn't want to switch to Crash. Yeah, close to halfway. 47%. Okay, just give me 1 second. Alright, we're gonna go to Heavy Machinery. Too scared. I don't have my Aqua mask. We are on a Factorio. Oh yeah, you think this is a pit? You think this is just any pit? Well, this is not just any pit. There's a box down here. Well, a couple boxes. And this is the only way that you'll get to the embryo second stage. Because they hit it down there, and they played with your perception because you would think that that's just a regular pit, but they also try to give you a hint. That's why they place those two little robots down there. Those robots with the spiky doos. The robots with the spiky doos were your indicator, basically. Oh, I spun away a Wumpa fruit. Or as Grim likes to call them, apples. Aha! I still got hit. That's Steam. You know, the platform this game is on. Jokes. Back up to 100 lives. I think it's toxic waste. No, wait, no, the green gem was Lost City. So I'd have to go back there in order to get it, in order to actually show the thing I was talking about, going above 99 lives. Maybe later. Doing a lot of bouncing. Bye, Tana. I'm gonna go with the rules of time travel, that even though Coco's here, she's probably still appearing like Crash to everybody else. So that's why they probably don't really notice her. Or I'm putting too much thought into like a cool game mechanic idea in a series that doesn't really care that much about story. So they cared enough to where, like, they tried to do the whole... Okay, here's another tidbit about Tana. That, Tana disappeared after the first game. I believe it wasn't really known the actual reason why until maybe a couple of years ago, where I think Crashmania had an interview with somebody, and it revealed that it was due to a someone that worked at the PR department for Sony threatened to not advertise Crash Bandicoot 2, I think, and basically threatened to doom it if Tana was not removed. And Naughty Dog had to comply, so they replaced Tana with Coco. But there was no, like, canon explanation for it. But then the old Crash Bandicoot website had a little blurb on it, because back then, like, little blurbs were kind of the thing for websites like that tried to give, like, information and, like, little jokes. But the questionable canon, I don't know if it was ever confirmed if it was technically canon or not, but on the website, they stated that after Crash 1, Tana left Crash Pinstripe for whatever reason, probably because he started his own sewer company or something. And that's why she wasn't in Crash 2. Though there's, like, no in-game thing for that. Now, with the Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel coming out, they have an opportunity to reference that personally. Not really personally, but personally, I use that word. I don't think I know what it means. Anyway, I think they have a perfect opportunity to actually reference that in the nitro-fueled edition of the CTR remake. I don't know why I said edition. That's like the nitro-fueled is the basic thing. The nitrous oxide is the addition. Anyway,